To all of my young women who already have children, this is for you. Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie, and today I want to talk to all of you young mothers. Right now, you're probably in the throes of motherhood, and some of you are enjoying it, some of you not so much. Regardless, we get wrapped up with the everyday with kids, and God knows there's a lot to do with kids on an every single day basis. Never mind every day, on an every hour to hour, minute to minute, second to second basis, there's something to do for kids. And it's easy to get caught up in that, but it's also easy to forget that you have to do for you. Now, I'm not talking about the whole self-care cliche business, although that's important. It is important to take care of yourself physically, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, whether or not you're a mother. But when you're a mother, it's more important, because I heard somewhere that you can't pour from an empty cup. And if you're not taking care of yourself, that cup is going to get empty real quick. But what I wanted to talk about specifically is the fact that your children are going to grow up. And if you don't take care of yourself now, you're not going to be in good shape when they do grow up and they start having their own lives. And when they move out, what are you going to do? If you're a single mom and you're struggling financially, I know it's hard, been there, but you got to start thinking about yourself. You got to start not just managing financially for right now, but you got to look into the future and start planning for your future. And the reason that I say that is because you may be in a position where you can stay home and take care of your kids right now, which makes your children kind of like your job, right? But when those kids grow up, they're not such a big job anymore, right? When they become more and more independent, they don't rely on you the way they do now. And when they don't rely on you the way they do now, it's almost like you're out of a job. Once they move out, you are completely out of a job. But you still have to figure out how you're going to make money, because the ways for a lot of people in a lot of different countries, and I'm in Canada, so when you live in Canada, the government pays you whether you're working or not. So even if you're working full-time, you still get it. Something called a child tax benefit, which is money that you get every month because raising kids is expensive, right? No, it's not welfare. No, it's not whatever. It doesn't matter how much money you make. I mean, I think you have to make like a ridiculous amount of money not to get it. But when those kids turn 18, you don't get that money anymore. So as a mom or as a single mom, you got to find a way to pay your bills. And you need to start thinking about that now, not in the future when the kids are grown and they have their own lives. You need to start thinking about how you're going to take care of yourself. And girls, this is 2021, right? There are any number of ways to make money without having to leave the house. A zillion different ways. This is not like back in 2003 when I found myself a single mom. There was nothing you could do online because the internet wasn't a thing, right? It was not nearly the animal that it is now in 2003. But I still found a way to make money. I wasn't making money online, but I was still making money without having a job, right? So I'm telling you, even if you have babies, start doing some research as to how you're going to start making money, start building something, start doing some research, start something. Take care of your own financial well-being now, because I'm telling you, those kids will grow so fast. It's gonna feel like, even if your kids are little right now, it's gonna feel like you blinked and all of a sudden they're all 18 and they're talking about moving out, or in their 20s and they're talking about moving out, or they're 30 and they're married with their own kids, and you didn't bother to take care of yourself. You didn't bother to think about your own financial well-being while they were little. Now, I know it sounds like, oh, well, that's freaking like 18 years, 15 years, 12 years, 10 years from now. You'd be surprised at how quickly that 10 years is gonna run by you. It's gonna be gone in a heartbeat. And you're gonna be sitting in your house thinking, okay, well, what am I gonna do? I don't wanna go get a job because you haven't had an actual job outside the house in God knows how many years. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna go get a job that you absolutely hate, all the while feeling like I should have figured out what I could do from home, and then you wouldn't have to do that? You're gonna go work for what, $15 an hour to put food on the table, to pay your hydro, to pay your cell bill, to pay your cable or your Wi-Fi or whatever. You're gonna go get a $15 an hour job, and then what? You're gonna feel like, I can do better than this. You need to start thinking about it now. You need to do it now. I can't say it enough. I cannot stress enough. You need to start thinking about your financial well-being and your mental well-being for when your children grow up and move out, or when your children grow up and have a lot more independence than they do now if they're still little. You have to. I'm telling you, it's the one piece of advice that I give every mother of little kids. Well, two pieces, is enjoy the time that they're little, because that really is the happiest time of your life as a mother. And think about yourself. Think about yourself. Think about your own financial well-being. What are you going to need to be able to pay all your bills in the same month, or be better off than that when your kids grow up and move out? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna get a job? If you're gonna get a job, great. Do you want to have a degree, or do you want to start a business or be running a business by that time? If what you see yourself doing is running a business by that time, you need to start thinking about starting that thing now, right? I'm not saying you have to start it now if your kids are all little, but start thinking about it. Get it started before they grow up and move out. Because when they grow up and move out, you're gonna find yourself with a whole lot of free time that you're going to think, I wish I had started it back then. I'm telling you, don't regret, don't fritter away the time that you have now because you think that mothering is a full-time job. And I'm not disputing that. Mothering is absolutely a full-time job, but you gotta start planning for the future. You absolutely have to. That's all I've got for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.